you're asking or what I have just gone over?
I made this TikTok off of a sound that I heard on TikTok, and I kind of wanted to discuss some of my thoughts regarding this situation. As teachers, we get overwhelmed. We have students who test us day in and day out. We have stuff going on in our personal life. But what can we do when we are in a situation like this where we are going to explode and lose control? In this situation, I would ask myself, is this worth my energy? Is this worth my other students seeing that I'm losing control? Obviously, the answer is going to be no, but it's still good to be aware of how we are feeling and where our emotions are leading us. So then I'm going to be very clear to this student. At this point in my teaching, I probably have already gone over directions. I have modeled how to do the problem, and the student likely has the directions in front of them and they know what to do. As teachers, sometimes we can over-explain. We want to be as helpful as possible, but we also want students to be able to have space for metacognition. And if I am also overwhelming that student, obviously they are not getting space to think about how to solve the problem themselves. So here's what I would do. I'd be very clear with this student. I have gone over directions. The directions are in front of you. I'm going to give you space to try to find time to figure this out yourself, and I'm going to walk away. There has been many times in my teaching career where I tell my students, I need a little space right now. I go get a drink of water in the back of the room, I breathe, right? And I just take a moment to myself. There is nothing wrong with modeling as an adult how to self-regulate our emotions. So let's say the student is still sitting there doing nothing. I'm not going to react. That is their choice. We also have to realize as teachers, students make their own choices. They choose their own consequences. So if he or she decides that they aren't going to do that assignment, then that's their choice. And me yelling at them or being angry is still not going to solve it. So let's say I did react this way. Here's what I would do. I'd go home and I'd really think about how I'm going to approach my class. Shoving it under the rug is also not helpful. So the next day I'm going to stand in front of my class and I'm going to say, I reacted in a way that I was not proud of yesterday and I apologize. Moving forward, I'm going to make sure that I allow myself space if I feel overwhelmed, and that's it. So that's how I would handle that situation.